The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
You thought that was funny.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You were laughing like a hyena when he said it.
98.
What the hell is wrong with you?
KUPD.
I like Dusty. Dusty Slay's over at Stand Up Live this weekend to go see him. He's fun. And just like truly a down-home person. He's one of those. Like you actually recognize what that means when you meet him and stuff, you know?
Can you imagine some of those benders he was on?
Jeez, Brady, that's kind of
man.
just based on his hat.
I like that guy.
We all liked his Buick hat because we realized that it was some old man's hat who drove around in a golf cart that had plastic doors, and he passed away, and his family gave all his clothes to like Goodwill or the Savers, and then Dusty ended up with it somehow. So that's somebody's going to go by and go, "Hey, my grandpa used to have that very same braided Buick hat." He's like, "Yep," and it was your grandpa's hat. It's the only one left. It didn't even say Buick. It just had the emblem.
Just the logo, yeah.
It's great. Before we get to the entertainment drill, I talked yesterday about that sun stand and being a homosexual and stuff. I noticed things that I probably didn't before I was gay a couple weeks ago. Now that I'm gay and stuff, I see these things. But this was not gay. At the Suns game, the best, hottest Suns dancer is a boy. He's outstanding. And he dances with the pom-pom girls. And they have been skating by on their looks and letting their dancing be about 60% good. This kid came in and threw out what the moves are supposed to look like, made all these girls look terrible. Brett did some cyber stalking. We did some work. Found out we think his name is Eric Moreno.
Yeah.
Get an email that says, yesterday I was taking my mom shopping. We're listening to the show, and out of nowhere, I'm outed as some dancing twink at a Suns game. My mom turns to me with a shocked look and says, "Do you have a second job I don't know about?" Signed, Eric Moreno. Look, his name is Eric Moreno. Not all Eric Morenos are dancing Suns twinks. It's an SAT question. Eric Moreno is a dancing Suns twink. Not all Eric Morenos are dancing Suns twinks. Right?
Exactly.
It's 100% on both ends. So there you go. You deal with it there. Sorry about that, Eric. But man, oh man, you are hard to take my eyes off of. Can't keep my eyes off of you. Stop it. My mom's in the car. She doesn't know about my secret life. Dancing Suns twink. It's time now for Brady to entertain us all. It's brought to you by our friends at reactdefense.com, the home of Tactical Black. We talked about road rage this morning. We talked about all that stuff. There's scenarios for everything. I got the carjacking stuff and everything else. But today I just want to spend time saying happy birthday to Jay Ackerman, the chief, the leader, the king of Tactical Black up there at reactdefense.com. Just a great person, just a really good guy. His family, it's their business. It's their life. And you don't want anybody teaching you this stuff that doesn't have the passion this person has. Jay has got it. He's passed it on to his kids. They've got it. Josh is an instructor there. Jenna is an instructor. They get it. And Joy, his wife, is amazing. And I don't know a more talented family. They're artistic. They're creative. They're handy. They build stuff. Joy's making soap. Like, they gave me some soap. It's at the tacticalblackvault.com thing. The soap is the best soap ever.
You can defend yourself with the soap?
No, it's not. Nope. Again, not all Eric Morenos are dancing twink.
Oh, gotcha.
Some of the items they make for the vault are not necessarily tactically deadly. Although, if you can throw, these soaps will get you out of a jam. Because you have to be really accurate throwing. But I guess if you wanted to use them as a weapon, you could. If they were in a sock, Joy's soaps would then be used as a weapon, which is smart. But odd person walking around with a sock full of soap hoping for the worst. I don't think they'd show you that. They're just great people, and that's the type of thing you get. They've created a family environment up there with this whole deal, and it's Jay's birthday. So if you see Jay today, say happy birthday. Give him a birthday gift by being one of those people that says, you know what, I want to start being a member here at reactdefense.com and become a sheepdog and get my victim mentality off the streets and be smart. Again, that video we talked about yesterday where that Marine disarmed that guy with a gun in that convenience store, and he did it beautifully. RCAT.
Quick.
They'll teach you RCAT in a second, and that's what Jay's taught me that. The time it takes for you to redirect the weapon, I don't know, I'm going to throw numbers out that aren't right. Jay would tell you the truth, but like let's say that's 0.6 seconds. As the gun holder, your reaction time is 0.08 seconds. So, like, it takes that person longer to realize their gun's being moved than it does to pull the trigger. There's so many little things that you don't know. You just assume you're up against it when someone does it. The way that Marine did that was unfreaking real. He looked, he got the gun out of the way. The only thing that gun can do now is just shoot into the ceiling. It's got a singular purpose. It can't curve. It can't do all sorts of loop-de-loops. It's not heat-seeking. Once it's not pointed at anybody, it's nothing but a rock. And you just start punching.
Decked him with that bag of combos he had.
Oh, redirect. Control, attack, takeaway. It's the best thing you'll ever learn. And you see that happening. They teach it like crazy out there, and they teach it the right way. 20 years strong. And that ain't going to stop anytime soon. They're in Phoenix, they're in Glendale, they're in Chandler. They get me excited to talk about it. Happy birthday, Jay. Great people. Hope you have a great day. Brady, entertainment.
A woman who appeared on Dr. Phil as a teenager back in 2019 is suing Dr. Phil and the parent company, claiming she was abused at a treatment center.
Brady, let me stop you real quick. Okay. Just say, instead of woman, could you use the word bitch?
Sure.
Thank you.
This bitch, Hannah Archuleta, claims Dr. Phil...
See how much better that flows?
You recommended the Turnabout Ranch for troubled teens in Utah.
They beat the trouble out of you.
Well, she didn't know that going into that. So
she should have known. I told her.
The only way you get over that is by being beaten and abused.
You're beaten into submission and then reprogrammed by professionals. Or... you're just a bitch who leaves and sues people because you're a pansy-ass bitch, which is what she was before, tried to help her.
Well, it sounds like she has no case.
Bitch. Suck on that, bitch. My next guest is Nikki Sixx. I was watching yesterday. Nikki Sixx was on there.
On Dr. Phil?
And Dr. Phil loves him some Motley Crue. Loves
Did
Nikki
he have a
Sixx's
problem?
Yeah, he's got a book out about his earlier. Nikki Sixx's books. And 6 a.m. has a new album out now, and the new single's not great, but the new album came out. Actually, it comes out today. And he was talking about his book, and Nikki Sixx tells a great story. Like, his story is phenomenal, and everybody knows by now the story of him overdosing to when he was just dead in a closet. And it's actually a very poignant moment of that movie about Motley Crue. What was The Dirt?
The Dirt, yeah.
That got to where you're like, this is actually maybe a good movie. Like, I'd like to watch, but he wrote a thing. From his childhood on, like what kind of turned him into Nikki Sixx and like all the things. And it's supposed to be and Dr. Phil loved the story, and he's helped a lot of people.
Simone Biles is
He's not a bitch either. He won't sue me if I say something wrong. Like that bitch Brady brought up. Bitch!
Simone Biles is currently on the road performing in the Gold Over America tour. And she's still afraid to do gymnastics.
What's she doing?
She was on the Today Show talking about it, but you know what's helped her is this telemedicine app called Cerebral.
She's getting
that
paid?
I'm sure. Yeah. Thank God she has this.
Kidding me?
That's what I'm.
She's out
I said the same thing.
promoting.
I'm like, but people are. That's amazing. She's still doing on the road, and the hardest thing for her to deal with is the twists.
That was Twisties, right?
Twisties.
That's right.
And she hasn't been doing the twists as much, but thank God to the Cerebral. If you're not using it, you can
the
now.
The telehealth app that she promotes will help you get through it. Well, how's it helping her? She's still afraid to do gymnastics.
Well,
she's on the road to recovery.
Yeah.
I see. What she needs is to go to that Beat 'em ranch. I'll send her off to the Get Beat Up ranch. Get them twisties all cured.
Nancy's house from the first two A Nightmare on Elm Street movies is up for sale.
Nice.
$3.25 million.
Is it because it's the Nightmare house or because it's in an area
in Pasadena, isn't it?
Oh, it's in Pasadena. That's
I think
$3
so.
Easy.
Yeah.
Is that a Pasadena house?
I thought it was.
It's got to be like South Pass. Those houses are beautiful.
They say it's located in Los Angeles, which has 3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms.
Los Angeles, not Pasadena. They'd say Pasadena.
Yeah.
But still.
It also has a guest house and a pool.
That's $3 million.
Yeah.
Would you buy that place? I'd live in that.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just all these knobs that are going to
tourists.
stand in front of your house taking pictures and stuff. So
That's a good point. That's the only reason not to have it.
Right. Like those people that own the Breaking Bad house.
They had to put a fence up.
Yeah.
Although they're very accommodating, too. All they asked
Are
was
they?
don't throw pizzas on our roof anymore.
Weren't people stealing the rocks, the river rocks?
They were trying
out
to
of
take
their
stuff out of
yard
there. Yeah, when they were going in the backyard, and so they put up a little fence. But the lady sits out in her garage all day.
Oh, okay.
And just says hi and whatever, answers questions, but you're not allowed on the property, and you can't throw pizza on their roof anymore, which you should have known better.
The McAllister house from Home Alone. Home Alone is now a Lego set, 3,955-piece Lego set. It'll include Kevin's booby trap rooms and treehouse.
Okay.
And 5 miniature figures.
Some of them Lego sets are insane.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It used to just be kind of a dopey, fun thing. Now it's an art form.
Hallmark's countdown to Christmas begins tonight.
I saw the commercials last night, and it's with Danica McKellar from the Wonder Years, the White Wonder Years.
Yes.
The Wonder Bread Years,
That's
call it.
you, me, and the Christmas trees.
They should have the Wonder White Bread and the Wheat Bread Years. That's the one that's on now.
Yeah, she's getting it on with Jason Hervey.
The new Wonder Years show is actually really good. Have you watched it? The black one?
I have not.
It's excellent. It's the same kind of feeling the Wonder Years had. It's just it's good. Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's actually a really good show.
Dave Chappelle says he's willing to have a dialogue with the people at Netflix who are upset about the trans comments. It's like, more than happy.
Oh, they don't want to
That's
go
what I'm
face to face. That's what Twitter does.
Yep.
You're allowed to scream and yell without anybody screaming and yelling back. And God forbid they sit in a room with the person they're mad at and try to come to a middle ground.
Dave would own them.
Of course he would. They're scared to death of them. Yeah. Cancel culture is all there is. You try to get them canceled. If it doesn't work, you yell louder. But God forbid you ever have a sit-down, a little summit, and try to actually hash out the differences and hear both sides, because that's what social media has stopped, is listening.
There's a biopic about Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne in the works.
I want to watch that.
They
Who's
said-
going to play them?
What was that? What is it playing? Well, I was thinking maybe Alec Baldwin until yesterday, but now maybe we've got another person in it. Brady, I think with the wig on, you could play Sharon earlier before
I'll
the surgery.
do it.
I think Brady could be a good Sharon, and then Brett could be Jack, Toledo could be Kelly. Well, I'm like, I think I'll just play myself throughout the years. You know, there's no reason to try to. There's no reason to have anybody else be Ozzy. All right.
You think I look like Brady, Ozzy?
I think there's been times in your life that maybe Brady and you would be confused from
Almost
behind.
as good as me.
Right, Brady's got better calves. Your calves are a bit loose.
Oh, really? You'd get confused being behind Brady versus me.
Well, I've been behind other women and thought it was you, and you came in. It ruined everything. So, yes, sometimes from behind I get real confused, Sharon.
The big movie out this weekend, also available on HBO Max. Dune.
It's a beast. That thing's going to be huge. 3 hours again, and you watched the new Bond movie.
Yeah, and that was 240.
240. I can't do it. This is why I love the game of baseball and can't watch it on TV, is because it's 4 hours long. I can't invest that kind of time for one thing in one sitting. I want to watch the new Bond movie. That 243 mark is killing me. Can't do it. There's no way. I get so restless at about an hour 50. If it doesn't look like it's wrapping up, I'm getting a little antsy.
Bad news for the folks that were going to see System of a Down in L.A. The shows have been postponed.
Uh-oh.
Serge Tankian tested positive.
They got the COVIDs. Damn it all. That COVID's still hanging around. I'm sure he's vaccinated. They're super lefties. They took double
Yeah,
jab,
there's a good chance.
But that means that Serge will be okay. So everybody was mad about it being a cure.
Don't start this.
I know.
Don't
You're
start.
right.
It's Friday. Don't go
You're
there.
absolutely right. I'm just saying he's not going to die from it because he did the vaccine. The death rate is so low. All right, here we go. Well, then, for your sake, I hope he dies. People who argue the other side and want it to go your way so badly that you have no compassion.
That makes it better.
That makes your argument stronger, so let's just go with that. We got them Guadalupe squares coming your way in just moments. If you want to play, we need a girl and we need a boy. 585-9800. I do believe we have Slipknot tickets available to hand out to you. That's coming up November 2nd. Slipknot on the line. The squares coming up next.
98.
Oh my gosh.
98.
Shut the front door.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.